My grandmother was in a bungalow, quite out of the way really, although it's beside the road. It was quite out of the way for there weren't too many houses there, and those what were didn't have water. They didn't have running water. There was no tap water. They went down to the river to collect it. So this is my way of cutting grass. I don't go in for streamers and I don't go in for lawn mowers. So this is cheap and efficient, and we don't have to worry about cutting it low, as long as we keep it down a bit. In fact, I wouldn't cut at the door until it ran into seed. This is my sharpener. It's a carborundum stone, carborundum, and it's essential to keep that very sharp, because then you take all the work away. You just have to swing it through and it slices through nicely. We all know a sharp knife cuts best, so it's the same with a hook.
So how often do you sharpen the hook?
It depends. I mean, at the moment it's quite sharp, so I wouldn't really bother with that. Sharpen it again for, well, I don't know, perhaps 100 swings, and then 100 swings like that, and then sharpen again, unless I hit a stone. Okay, so this is my comfrey, which I grow, right back to the hedge nearly. It's not quite ready to be cut down, but when it gets into full flower, that's when I cut it and stack it into a container up there. I'll fill up the allotment and put some water in it, and it gradually dissolve and becomes liquid. Even though some of the stalks will remain, they'll be a bit stringy, but I eventually pull that out and just throw it on the allotment rather than just throw it away. So it still works, but the point is I need the liquid to put into my tomato house. I'm now going to get some comfrey tea out of there. Very dark liquid at the moment because it's very strong. It's needing to be watered down a bit. At least 2/3 of it needs to be water, so that would about fill this container up. Otherwise it's too strong for plants, and it could burn their roots. In my opinion, hoeing is one of those essential things that the gardener has to do. He has to make sure he or she has to make sure that you don't hold the vegetables up. My father said to me one day when I was about 7 years old, I want all that ground there hold up with those cabbages on it. But when he came back, there wasn't too many cabbages left. I'd hold the whole lot, not realising I was supposed to leave the cabbages.
Maurice, do you give many of your vegetables and fruit away?
Yes, I do actually. About 90%, I suppose. Quite a lot of it. Especially strawberries. This isn't my best row by any means. I haven't pulled him out, but I'm not worried about him down the line. So I do have to give them away. In fact, I wish people would come pick them themselves, but they kind of want me to pick them. So I do. But I don't. We have a table up on near the gate, but I don't never put anything up there. But I just give them to my friends, really. Okay, so these bushes here are, well, they're getting on. They're then extremely old, the gooseberry bushes, and because I've taken cuttings from them in previous years. I now have a surplus of them, of gooseberry, and so I leave these ones for the pigeons and blackbirds.